Act out. Act out. To perform a narrative as if it were a play. Example: the children love to act out their favorite stories. The children love to act out their favorite stories. Back up. Back up. To make a copy of a computer file, especially for protection. Example: remember to back up your files regularly. Remember to back up your files regularly. Blow up. Blow up. To fill something with air or gas so that it becomes tight and round. Example: she blew up the balloons for the party. She blew up the balloons for the party. Break down. Break down. To stop functioning because of breakage or wear. Example: my car broke down on the way to work. My car broke down on the way to work. Bring up. Bring up. To mention something when talking, to introduce a topic. Example: he brought up an interesting point during the meeting. He brought up an interesting point during the meeting. Call off. Call off. To cancel something. Example: the game was called off due to rain. The game was called off due to rain. Carry on. Carry on. To continue doing something. Example: please carry on with your work while I'm gone. Please carry on with your work while I'm gone. Check out. Check out. To investigate or look at something closely. Example: you should check out that new restaurant downtown. You should check out that new restaurant downtown. Come across. Come across. To find or encounter something by chance. Example: I came across some old photos while cleaning the attic. I came across some old photos while cleaning the attic. Cut back on. Cut back on. To reduce an amount. Example: I'm trying to cut back on caffeine. Imagine mastering not just hundreds, but thousands of phrases that could unlock new doors for you. Our exclusive ebook, 20,000 English Phrases for Language Mastery, is your ultimate guide to fluency. Don't let your journey end here. Grab your copy now and transform your English into a tool of adventure and discovery. Keep up. Keep up. To continue to do, maintain pace. Example: it's hard to keep up with the news these days. Example: it's hard to keep up with the news these days. Look after. Look after. To take care of someone or something. Example: can you look after the pets while I'm away? Example, can you look after the pets while I'm away? Make up. Make up. To invent a story or lie. Example, he made up an excuse for being late. He made up an excuse for being late. Move on. Move on. To start a new activity or topic. Example, after the breakup, it was time to move on. After the breakup, it was time to move on. Opt out. Opt out. To choose not to participate in something. Example, you can opt out of the marketing emails at any time. You can opt out of the marketing emails at any time. Pay back. Pay back. To return money that you borrowed. Example, I'll pay you back next week. Put off. Put off. To delay doing something. Example, he keeps putting off going to the dentist. He keeps putting off going to the dentist. Run out of. Run out of. To have no more of something. Example, we've run out of milk. Example, we've run out of milk. Set up. Set up. To arrange or prepare something for use. Example, can you help me set up the projector? Can you help me set up the projector? Show up. Show up. To arrive somewhere. Example, half the guests didn't show up. Half the guests didn't show up. Deal with. Deal with. To take action to solve a problem. Example, we need to deal with this issue immediately. We need to deal with this issue immediately. Drop off. Drop off. To fall asleep. Example, I dropped off during the movie. I dropped off during the movie. End up. End up. To reach a particular place or condition. Example, we ended up going to the beach despite the weather. We ended up going to the beach despite the weather. Fill out. Fill out. To complete a form. Example, please fill out this application form. Please fill out this application form. Find out. Find out. To discover information. Example, I need to find out when the train leaves. I need to find out when the train leaves. Get along. Get along. To have a good relationship. Example, she gets along well with her coworkers. She gets along well with her coworkers. Give up. Give up. To stop trying to do something. Example, he gave up smoking last year. He gave up smoking last year. Go on. Go on. To continue, proceed. Example, the show must go on. The show must go on. Hang up. Hang up. To end a telephone call. Example, I said goodbye and hung up. I said goodbye and hung up. Hold on. Hold on. To wait a moment. Example, hold on, I'll check for you. Stand out. Stand out. To be noticeable. Example, her talent really stands out in the group. Her talent really stands out in the group. Take off. Take off. To leave the ground and begin to fly. Example, the plane took off on time. Example, the plane took off on time. Throw away. Throw away. To discard, to dispose of. Example, don't throw away the instructions. Don't throw away the instructions. Turn down. Turn down. To refuse or reject. Example, he turned down the job offer. He turned down the job offer. Use up. Use up. To consume completely. Example, we used up all the paper for the printer. We used up all the paper for the printer. Warm up. Warm up. To prepare for physical exertion or a performance by exercising or practicing gently beforehand. Example, always warm up before you start exercising. Always warm up before you start exercising. Wipe out. Wipe out. To erase, to destroy completely. Example, the virus wiped out all the data on my computer. The virus wiped out all the data on my computer. Workout. Workout. To exercise. Example, I work out at the gym 3 times a week. I work out at the gym 3 times a week. Zip up. Zip up. To close something with a zipper. Example, zip up your jacket, it's cold outside. Zip up your jacket, it's cold outside. Break in. Break in. To enter a place illegally and usually forcibly. Example, someone broke in while we were away. Someone broke in while we were away. Dress up. Dress up. To wear formal or elaborate clothes. Example, we dressed up for the wedding. Example, we dressed up for the wedding. Hang out. Hang out. To spend time in a particular place or with someone. Example, we like to hang out at the coffee shop. Example, we like to hang out at the coffee shop. Lay off. Lay off. Off. To stop employing a worker, often for a temporary period because there is not enough work, often used passively. Example, he was laid off during the economic slowdown. Example, he was laid off during the economic slowdown. Look into. Look into. To investigate. Example, the police will look into the incident. Pick up. Pick up. To learn or acquire something, informally and without conscious effort. Example, she picked up Spanish while living in Mexico. Example, she picked up Spanish while living in Mexico. Put together. Put together. To assemble, to create something by joining or combining different things. Example, we put together a puzzle on a rainy afternoon. We put together a puzzle on a rainy afternoon. Run into. Run into. To meet someone by chance. Example, I ran into an old friend at the mall. I ran into an old friend at the mall. Speak up. Speak up. To talk louder. Also, to express an opinion freely. Example, please speak up if you disagree. Please speak up if you disagree. Take after. Take after. To resemble a parent or family member in appearance or habit. Example, she takes after her mother. She takes after her mother. Write down. Write down. To record in writing. Example, write down your thoughts on the topic. Write down your thoughts on the topic.